Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a Friends fan, then you already know that Central Perk isn't just a coffee shop. It's practically the seventh friend. Today, we're taking a nostalgic trip back to the iconic cafe to relive 10 of the most memorable Central Perk moments in Friends. From unforgettable jokes to emotional milestones, grab your coffee and let's dive right in. Friends. 10. Most memorable scenes in Central Perk. Central Perk, a clever nod to New York City's Central Park, sits in Greenwich Village and serves as the group's go-to hangout spot. Its convenient location near their apartments makes it the perfect place for endless coffee, conversations, and chaos. Managed by the ever-overlooked Gunther, the cafe's warm interior barely changes throughout the series, with the gang permanently claiming the iconic couch and chairs. It's no surprise that many major moments unfold here, including the very first scene of the show. 1. Someone ate the only good thing in my life. Ross is devastated when someone steals his treasured Thanksgiving leftover sandwich at work. While Chandler tries to downplay the situation, Ross explodes, declaring that his life is falling apart, and that sandwich was all he had left. Monica finally silences him by offering to make another one. 2. Joey's air quotes disaster. After accidentally proposing to Rachel, Joey tries to explain himself to an enraged Ross. When Joey admits he doesn't actually understand air quotes, the moment turns hilariously awkward, especially when he attempts to apologize using them completely wrong. 3. Zanshin vs. Unagi. Ross insists he has mastered a state of constant awareness called unagi after Rachel and Phoebe take a self-defense class. Rachel quickly points out that unagi is sushi, but Ross refuses to back down, confusing it with the real concept, zanshin. 4. The pilot episode entrance. As the group chats on the couch, a rain-soaked Rachel bursts into Central Perk wearing her wedding dress. She reveals she ran away from her wedding after realizing her fiancé resembles a Mr. Potato Head. This legendary entrance launches one of TV's most iconic friendships. 5. Ross calls Rachel his lobster. Phoebe explains that lobsters mate for life and claims Rachel is Ross's lobster. Ross later repeats this to Rachel, but his explanation only confuses her further. Though heartbreaking, the episode ends with hope as they reunite. 6. Phoebe's Smelly Cat performance. Phoebe serenades the cafe with her classic song Smelly Cat. The most heartwarming version features the entire group joining in, creating one of the show's most wholesome and beloved musical moments. 7. The one with the flashback. Before Central Perk was a cafe, it was a bar. This flashback episode reveals how Joey became Chandler's roommate, how Phoebe learned about Carol, and that Rachel once had feelings for Chandler, long before the series began. 8. When Chandler wears glasses. Chandler shows up at Central Perk wearing glasses for the first time and asks for opinions. The group's confusion, believing he always wore them, leads to classic Chandler-style insecurity and humor. 9. Princess Consuela, Banana Hammock, and Crap Bag. Phoebe legally changes her name to Princess Consuela Banana Hammock, prompting Mike to rename himself Crap Bag. When reality hits during an introduction to a client, Phoebe agrees to keep her name, with a sensible tweak. 10. Ross and Rachel's first kiss. Late at night, Ross visits Rachel at Central Perk. After arguing over missed confessions of love, Ross storms out, only to return moments later. Rachel opens the door and the two share their first on-screen kiss, marking a defining moment in TV history. And there you have it, 10 unforgettable Central Perk moments that made Friends timeless. Which scene is your favorite? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for M.